transition into that rhythm section before the end zone finish line. We'll set up an order for you.
Looks like him in first there. No, it's all
Out front, Drew Freeland. Racer Frank out of Painesville, Minnesota in second.
Up front, Drew Freeland, he said.
Yep.
Snack in fourth. Kleeman in fifth.
I thought it looked like him.
Sylvette in the sixth. That's your running order. Your number one qualifier,
Come on, Drew.
Matt Lamar. Well, he's way at the back of the field. One of the drivers having a problem on the racetrack early on. Inside line, down into the corner. Squares.
Very nice.
Takes and goes through 3 and 4. Kind of follow the leader there for most of the racers up front. That 196 sled. The 199, McKenna Kleeman trying the outside, but it's still going to be Drew Freeland out in front.
Way to go, Drew.
Out into the FXR corner. They head to the back part of the racetrack, and there you see the spacing between these guys. There's your race leader. Drew Freeland on the Arctic Cat out of Cochrane, Minnesota, racing for Bath Fitters, FXR, and Briscoes. This young man's been racing a number of years. Has worked his way up through the 120 class. Champ 120s continues to take the green flag. And we'll click down another lap. 8-lap final here for the transition class. Transition class, a great class too. We used to have a freestyle class, which was 300cc skidoos that Skidoo made for a number of years. That's not available anymore. They started a transition class with a 500cc sled. Now it's bumped up to a 600cc throttled sled. That's what these young guys are racing on right now. Chris Hockey joining me in the booth.
Not Drew.
Hi, Mike. How are you, buddy?
Not bad. Feeling pretty good.
It's a beautiful day out here and a great day for racing. And Racer Frank doing all he can to reel in Drew Freeland right now. And you see him making up a little bit of time before he bobbles going into that corner.
Yeah, he's got his hands full. He's still about a second behind. Ran a faster lap time than Drew did last time, but like you said, little bobbles really can take and throw you off, put you back even further. Here's your leaders going down into turns 3 and 4, right in front of where we sit and watch these races.
For those of you watching at home, Drew Freeland, your leader, Racer Frank in second, Kyle Tomey in third, McKenna Kleeman I should say, in fourth, Brody Hassanak is in fifth, Aiden Leonard sixth, Jake Jolstad in seventh, Jet Solvet in eighth, Afton Steery right now in ninth, Cameron Cole 10th, and Tyler Martinson in 11th.
Freeland getting into some lap traffic there, has no
he's
problem
lapping.
getting around those sleds. Will go to the inside, tuck down underneath, and try to get by a couple of more machines. As laps starting to count down now here in the transition 8 to 12 class.
And as you mentioned, Matt Lamoureux, who was our fast qualifier, off his sled at the very beginning of this race, got caught up in turn 1. I think he's back under power now. 2 laps to go, Mike.
Hang in there, Drew.
Drew Freeland
So far
out
ahead.
front on your screen, right there on the right-hand side. That's a big old sled.
He's staying tucked to that inside. He's had pretty good luck with that.
Boy, how these small bodies hang on to these big old sleds. It's really something to see.
Well, like we said, they're throttle blocks, so they can only go so fast.
Doesn't make them weigh any less.
No,
does it?
that doesn't. I mean, you're talking a 430, 40, 50-pound machine there, so that's a handful for these youngsters to take and they get around, but that's why it's called the transition class, you know. These guys would move from here into juniors and then juniors into sport light, and the progression through sport light to sport, pro light and pro open, but
White flag is out.
a lot of young drivers here with the aspirations of someday of being a Tucker Hibbert or a Cody Cam.
Down the stretch he comes. Absolutely. The 821 of Drew Freeland.
Way to go,
That's for
Drew.
the checkers and the win in the transition.
Yes, sir.
Class. Off the sled over the finish line. But he does take the win. Racer Frank comes across in second. Kyle Tomey will hang on for third. McKenna Kleeman comes across in fourth. There goes fifth place, Brody Hassanak. Aiden Leonard comes across in sixth. Afton Stereo will run seventh. Jake Jolstad comes across in eighth. That
can see Chelsea sharpening her pencil already. Tell us about that finish.
Yes. Jed Solvet comes across in 9th, and Cameron Cole will round out the top 10, followed by Lawson Steery, Tyler Martinson, Andrew Wilkes, Carson Berry, and as I mentioned earlier, our number 1 qualifier, Matt Lamoureux, with an issue right at the very beginning of the race.
That was a tough break for him. He took that inside line, and he just kind of got pinched to the inside, brought his left ski up on the berm, and tipped over and just never recovered from that. So now we're waiting for your top 3 to funnel their way down to the winner's circle.